Well, hello and welcome to Clan After Battle. We've just had our opening game of the season, Fife Flyers in the Challenge Cup. Murph, it's a 3-1 victory for the Clan, but that really was a much trickier game than it looks on paper. That is a good Fife Flyers team. People will be looking at it going, are they the lowest budget team? Certainly they're going to be down the lower end of the scale. People know Clan have had more investment. That's not an easy game. These rivalries are really intense. Packed out barn for a Challenge Cup game. What a way to start the season, eh?
I think Fife, both teams should be proud actually, because let's be honest, I mean, Laco and Forbes had to play D. There's a bit of pressure in front of a packed barn.
That's it.
I mean, the preseason is one thing to go, oh, I'm playing D and I haven't played D in 6 years or whatever, but it's different on the real nights. So full credit to the Clan, full value for their victory. Ida Kallio was steady. I thought Macaulay Tepa was excellent. But to your point, that's a Fife team that's going to get in your face. They're not going to be an easy out. If they stay healthy, I mean, we nearly saw it again. Shane Owen has come in here into this building and stole hockey games before.
I thought Shane Owen was very good
26
tonight.
saves. He made the next save. He met the next save.
The first goal was a deflection in. You know, I thought
it was off Brody Kay's skate. There's nothing he could do.
There's nothing he could do.
And you know what? Sometimes in the past we've not gotten those breaks against Shane Owen.
Yeah.
So maybe a little bit of the hockey gods there. But there were 200 or more down to my right who were a real credit to their club, those Fife Flyers fans. It's not a long journey, but they made a journey here. Yeah. They sang, they were loud. I think they had some musical instruments down there.
The drums were all there.
They were enjoying Tom Urie on the organ. It was a really good
Well, they were trying to drum over him. I like that. It's good.
I mean,
good bit of rivalry.
And I think that's a Fife team. Garrett Hunt and them, they're going to come in, and Garrett Hunt and those guys are going to play hard every shift.
Yeah.
Winquist was good. Ducharme was good. Shane Owen was Shane Owen. Emmerdahl, you know what you're getting out of him. So it was a nice mix of old returnees.
That top line's going to be as good as like any other team's top line.
He could have had a couple of goals tonight. Ducharme had the one goal, but he could have had 2 or 3. So there's positive signs there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think McLean, you know Drew McLean better than I do because he was here. I thought Drew McLean was excellent tonight. Scheid was excellent.
He's a very mobile D-man.
So they've done some good recruitment. And forget about budgets.
Jameson was good as well.
Yeah, Jameson was really good. Keaton Jameson, you and I both said it.
Yeah.
Really, he was our guy last year. You really were pulling for him. He had chances, just couldn't score. Had a couple of chances tonight. He had a stick shatter on a one-timer. You're going, that kind of resembled last year.
That was kind of the look he did get last year. I saw him in the third period there. He pushed straight through on the left wing, came through, got a great opportunity, created another great
He never stops working, Keats.
It's true. He's a hard worker. I think tonight it was great. It's look at that. That's a good Fife team, and their Clan team playing with 2 forwards.
They've got an identity already. They're not going to be an easy out.
Do you know, just before we kind of go into the Clan team, because if you listen to this, you're like, all right, guys, what about our team? But just to finish it, Garrett Hunt, I think we were expecting some explosives. You're like, he is a known tough guy. He really is. He's one of the toughest guys. To be honest with you, Gareth and I have chatted about Garrett Hunt for years around Clan.
Oh, yeah, and he signed in Nottingham, didn't he? But then he got an offer in KHL. So.
Yep, so we've been waiting for him to be in this league. A bit where like he's a bit older now. He's a bit older, longer in the tooth. Is he still going to want to fight? We saw it in Dundee. He's still got the spark there. He's definitely a presence on the ice. We would expect to see a bit of the explosion.
I think he knew when he put the foot on the gas. He hit Austin Mitchell King looking to
that big hit.
And Mitchell King, to his credit, got right back up. But he seems to know when to try and change the momentum, but he's not going looking for it because he also knows I'm 38 or whatever.
But do you think the captaincy thing is maybe kind of hamstrung him a little bit?
Settle him down a bit.
Yeah, because you can't, like, you're the captain. You can't just go out and throw that around.
You can't go running around and then come into the guys and go, guys, we got to be disciplined or whatever. No, it's a good point. Look, I think they're going to be a tough out. I think they've recruited well. The fans down to my right, those couple of hundred, and I'm sure however many people are watching on the webcast, they should be excited. It's a new era. Max Berbreyer, the ownership, have done a good job recruiting. Garrett's over there. He knows exactly how this league works and how that rivalry works. So full credit. You know what, Jamie Russell, he's new to the league. We both met him for the first time this evening. So you know what, good luck to you. It's not against us, but good luck to the Fife Flyers. I think they were good tonight. But let's talk about the Clan. The Clan, it was a very business-like atmosphere, and you kind of said off microphone, that could have been a banana skin. Those guys come in here, they know that we're without Saigo. Look, we just announced Colton Pullman on the Jumbotron. Really cool way to do an
announcement. Credit to Laura Patterson and marketing. It was her idea.
But so they could have come in here and said, okay, we got to get in on Forbes, we got to get in on Laco. Or you could have, back to your point, Garrett Hunt could have went after McKay and said, McKay's tough. If I can get him off the ice, they're down another import defenseman.
But we didn't see that from Fife. They wanted to kind of play in that. And Clan, it was a business-like game of hockey.
I think we wanted to see
maybe a bit more flair. But when you've got 2 forwards
playing on D, opening night. It's your opening night. And look, it's been a long preseason, a bit of travel, a little bit of trying to figure it out. And you know what? Corey Nielsen did a real good job getting Pullman across the line. You and I have been on the WhatsApp groups the last week going, oh, please. But look, testament to everyone. That's a business-like performance. I thought Ida Kallio kept making that next save as well. He actually made 2 saves shorthanded.
He did. I thought you wanted to see the goalie play well tonight. We certainly saw that. Like, both goalies were very good tonight. But I thought Ida Kallio really showed he's going to be a goalie that could steal us some games this season.
Oh, and we need 3 or 4 games still. And every team that if you're going to be in contention, on your worst night, your goalie needs to steal you one. Maybe we haven't gotten that the last few years, and that's no knock on anyone before. But Ida Kallio was just that finished sort of next save. But we were short-handed, or they were short-handed. Ducharme had a chance short-handed. I think maybe Masala had a chance short-handed. I can't remember. One of their new guys had a chance short-handed. Ducharme and Ida Kallio. It could have been 1-0 them short-handed. And Ida Kallio made 2 big saves. So
that could change the story at that point.
Oh, look, if you're down 2-0 with 2 short-handed goals, you're feeling pretty sorry for yourself, right? So Ida Kallio made those saves. You know what? Both coaches, Corey and Coach Russell, will be happy with the penalty killers. 0 for 4. They were on their 5th power play time run down, but they were 0 for 4 officially the Clan, and the Flyers were 0 for 3 on the power play. So kudos to both sets of penalty killers as well.
And Joe, I would say on the offensive side, when you're looking at that, a nice spread of our goals. A lot of the points to new players that have been brought in this season. You know, Newman gets his 2 goals.
Berkey had 2 assists.
Berkey got 2 assists, and then you've got Yarshak
Langen had assists.
Langen, so it was a lot of new players other than Cade's goal. That's great to see, because we're looking in like the Herd line and the Sidorov line, the Schwartz line. That was busy all night, and that looked like
the 2 top lines kind of canceled themselves out a little bit, and it was secondary scoring. I mean, Ducharme was great all night.
Well, that's where the coaching mismatch comes up. We really have a 4th line that we can give some time to, and Fife don't have that.
I will say that Jarushek and Nielsen, I mean, Jarushek is 6'3", Cade is about 6'1", is he? I mean, they're going to be bulls to play against.
Yeah, 100%.
Those 2 guys have already found some chemistry. Newman and Berkey found some chemistry tonight.
Which was good to see. I wasn't expecting that. You're looking to see where Roy, Newman, Berkey, where the real chemistry kind of goes. I think we've still to see that other gear. Tonight, I think it'll make a big difference when we get those 2 D men back in, when you've got the forwards that are playing D are actually in the mix as forwards. That's going to really add a lot. I mean, the shot count was great tonight, 29-20. I think it ended up something like that. That's
Fife in the game, and they pulled the goalie at the end. He was aggressive. You and I were.
Well, there should have been a goal. What do you take on that? I think Sidorov
should have been credited with a goal.
I think that's a goal, right? Is it maybe because he's not loaded the chamber with the shot?
But I
think miss that.
But look, it doesn't matter. It's 3-1. Like Sid would have liked the goal, but 4-1 sounds better. But I will say they're going to be a tough out. I will say I think our guys can play anyway. The identity is to never give up. You know, you're down 4-1 to Marseille. You come back to win 5-4. We had a couple of goals in the 3rd period against Coffburn, so we're not going to give up. That's going to be a good rivalry all season long. I think all the Scottish clubs are going to be a good rivalry, and aren't we delighted to have Fife back? There were times last year where we thought this could be a problem, and it would have been a problem for the Scottish clubs. So to have them back and healthy and recruiting well, and having someone like Garrett Hunt and having Shane Owen back, it's going to be a good rivalry all season long. But kudos to our guys, because as you said, the pressure was kind of on us. We needed a win tonight, and we got it. Yeah,
and I think, look, it's a good point you make about Fife. Sports teams are fragile. People don't realise, you know, how fragile they can be. So to have a Fife in here looking in good shape, they've recruited really well, is really good. But tonight, I want to talk about the atmosphere before we finish.
Brilliant.
We had you mentioned Tom Ury on the organ
so
tonight.
Cool, man.
I think it caught people out.
That reminds me of being a kid when you went into Maple Leaf Gardens, and all you had was the organ. And you knew every organ song. I mean, he played Faithless Insomnia. He's a talented man. He was unbelievably good.
But the pièce de résistance was you can't kick your granny off the bus. I think everyone was glowing.
There was 5- and 6-year-old kids down there having the time of their life. So fair play to Tom. Fair play for you for organizing that. And you're absolutely right. 3,650. Not a ticket to be had. There was over 200 Fife fans here. A good night had by all. And just a point as well. We've got a new platform. There was, I think, a few gremlins tonight, so apologies to anyone who had some buffering. I've been told that's been looked at, but it's opening night for everyone. And poor Keaton Jameson, his name was spelled wrong on his jersey. So opening night for everyone, Jameson, I think. But I just think a good night of hockey, a good cup fixture, and I think in the end, probably the right result, 3-1. I mean, the Clan played hard. Shane Owen kept them in at times, but you need them to do that. Both sets of penalty killers good, and a good opening night for the Glasgow Clan.
Yeah, look, and massive thanks, I think, isn't it, to the fan base? You're like, what a turnout tonight. I don't think the Clan would have sold out an opening game, albeit against a Scottish rival. It's not on the season ticket. People have had to buy Challenge Cup tickets and extra tickets
That's
tonight.
an extra ticket.
And we were down to just single seats dotted around the building.
Fair play to Paisley beat Kirkcaldy earlier today in this building as well. We had a whole hockey festival here, and I think they had one of their biggest crowds.
Yeah.
Paisley. So all hockey fans in this area.
Thanks to the Clan fans that went and supported the Pirates.
Yeah. Just a great
that's
day
the
of hockey.
idea. Saturday, we're trying to make Saturday Hockey Day.
Yep.
And the Organ and the Pirates.
Or any day hockey day. If you're in this building, you should be enjoying yourself.
But just that little touch, that North American culture, but done in a Scottish style, and nothing. What am I saying? Capitulates nothing sums that up. Better than Tom Ury playing "You Can't Kick Your Gun."
All you need is Tom Ury back on the organ with my favorite band, the guys that come in here. What are they? Clanadonia.
Oh yeah,
Clanadonia and Tom Ury here, and you're onto a winner.
That's a great.
Might cost us a few bob, but you're onto a winner if you have those two entities here.
Save up. We've got Tom downstairs as we're recording this now, live doing the musical jukebox where you can choose any song and he'll play it for you.
Unbelievably talented.
So we'll need to get down there for that.
Unbelievably talented.
Great job tonight, Murph. It's a good one. The season started. We're underway.
3-1.
3-1.